Scott, is there anything else that you would like to say that would help a caregiver or anyone out there that's dealing with the Alzheimer's patient?
Well, the first thing they have to remember is they're not alone. And I think it's very difficult for many caregivers to remember that they're not alone, because the nature of Alzheimer's is it isolates the patient and the caregiver from the rest of the world. So you are not alone in your struggles. There may not be help out there to cure the disease or even treat the symptoms very well, but there is help out there to provide support so that you can cope with this terrible burden of caregiving for somebody you love. And the more support you have, the more you can preserve the dignity and the worth of the poor person who's suffering from Alzheimer's.
That is so good, Scott. And Lake Sunapee VNA certainly helped us. They really did. And I don't know how I could have done it without your support.
Well, they say what goes around comes around, and you've been very, very big support in the community.
And you know what, Scott? The journey that they send me every single month, which is how to survive after the death of a loved one, is so important. I hope you keep that up for everybody. They're really well done. So the journey. I'm very glad that's what it's intended to do, because, a lot of times what I'm told is, after somebody dies, there's all these emotions, and sometimes one of the emotions is almost like relief. But as months go by, new emotions surface, and it's very, very important to be aware of that and to seek help. It could be a year, 18 months after the death of your loved one. And the most important thing is each one of us grieve differently. Yes, and we have to acknowledge that grief, just like dying, grief is a part of life, and you've got to let yourself grieve. Thank you, Scott. My pleasure.